Microsoft Word has a built-in accessibility checker that I recommend either working with it on or checking it the first thing as soon as you think you have something ready to rock. And in order to find it, you go to Review, check Accessibility, and you have some options here. You could focus specifically on the alt text of whatever's on this page, or the navigation panel, which is similar to the reading panel order or the reading order pane in PowerPoint. But in this case, we're going to check the whole document because that's usually what I do to start with. So you say check accessibility, and it shows you all of the things that it's found. In this case, we have a couple of missing alt texts. So we'll click on this one and see, okay, it looks like it's a ball that is rolling. And since these little squares are meant to be communication aids to help children learn words, the meaning of this picture matters. So we're not going to call it decorative. We're not going to give it the open and close quote decorative tag. We're actually going to give it a title. So it gives you a choice here to add a description. And we're going to say a ball shown rolling forward in 3 stages. And that's pretty clear, I think. And we just click X, and then that one's taken care of. We have another that needs some help, but we're not going to do all of these. I'm just going to show you one of each. We also have some images here that are not in line, and that means that they're kind of floating and that the order in which they appear isn't necessarily set in stone. So it can sort of float depending what else is going on that page. And screen readers have a hard time with that. So do people who use keyboards or some other navigation device other than a mouse. That can also cause problems. So we'll click on this one and just see what's going on with it. Okay, it looks to be a cover of a book. And the name of the book is How Far Will It Bounce My Blue Ball? And then the information here tells you what that is. So let's see what our choices are. We could place it in line. Well, let's do that and see what happens. Okay, it messes up the formatting. So that may be what we have to do, is to sort of muck around with it and make it fit. Maybe if we made it smaller, it would fit better if we do that. The other choice is to mark it as decorative, which I don't think is the right answer here because it's the cover of a book and it has meaning. So in this case, we're going to have to fix it. And that's just some design work that you just do. And I believe the other ones that give us trouble here are all the same. Yes, there are. So for some reason, these are just not laid out the way that makes people happy, or that makes the check accessibility checker happy. So this one's just going to need a little design work, a little struggling, perhaps. You could, I think this was done as a table, to be honest. I did not create this thing, but if we put it in a table, that might be a way to help line it up a little better. So you may have to go online and Google on how to do that, or work with your graphic design people. And then the intelligence services is reminding us we need to check the alt text on some of our pictures. And the ones that are tagged here are the ones that Word decided it was going to help us with. So let's see what they've come up with. So for picture 53, it's this book, and let's verify the description. And it says a picture containing text. Well, that doesn't help anybody, does it? That's not so helpful. So what I would do here is write the title of the book and the author, and maybe say book cover, and then the title of the book and the author on that case. And that's how I would probably fix that one. It looks like most of these others are going to be roughly the same. Let's see on this one. Okay, here we've got, let's see what it's giving us. Verified description, logo icon. That doesn't make sense, is it? It's a ball. So in this case, we'll just fix it and call it ball. And then that one's taken care of. So this is helpful. It gives you some ideas about, okay, there's lots of things in here that did not get added with alt text, and you definitely need to check them, because I have a feeling most of them are going to come up with that weird icon. because these were taken from an icon generator. So that's how to use the accessibility checker. I recommend doing it. And if you've looked at the PowerPoint one, it does the same sorts of things. So that's how you do it.